Hi guys, welcome to episode 17 of the Liverpool career mode. If you haven't seen episode 16 or 15, I'd advise you go and check them out right now. Some massive things happened. We got into the Champions League final in episode 16 with a win over Benfica over 2 legs. And then in episode 15, we actually broke the record with Mohamed Salah for the most goals in a 38-game Premier League season. He still has 4 more games to see if he can break the all-time Premier League goal-scoring record, which I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'll check it before we get into the game. However, we have a chance to break another team record in this episode. We're going to play all 4 remaining Premier League matches. If you look on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got Brighton away to start with, then Newcastle away, then I think it's Villa home and Sheffield away. Yeah, as you can see, that's exactly right. So if we win all of those 4 games, we would go to 103 points. Now, the best ever is 100 points by Man City, the Centurion season, I think 4 seasons ago. Liverpool have only finished, I say only, Liverpool have only managed to get 99 and 98. So 2, decent scores, but I'd really love us to get over that 100 mark. Hopefully, if we could beat City's score, if we could get minimum 101, so 3 wins and 1 draw from the remaining 4 games would be perfect. As I say, we'll get all of those games out of the way, so we have the Champions League in episode 18. The only thing left to say is that the team is a little bit tired, so I'm going to have to rotate. I'm going to swap out both centre-backs. We're going to bring in Kanate and Matip, and I'm going to play them that way round. Bellingham is a little bit tired, so we're going to get Jordan Henderson in. And I think I'm going to take out Thiago for Jones because he hasn't played a lot recently. And I'm going to leave Mane in. And then, sorry, Robbo, you are in the leadership group. But when Hendo plays, he takes the armband. The only other thing I'm going to do is probably swap Harvey Elliott onto the bench and Tsimikas. So we've got a little bit more cover. And then we need a centre-back from somewhere. Who are we going to get? Rav van den Berg. That looks good. I've noticed Firmino's only content at the moment. So actually I feel bad chucking him in for Jota. But let's chuck him in for Mane. Let's do that. See how that goes. If we put him to a left wing, yeah, that's fine. That's how Jota sometimes plays in real life. That's the team. Just checking the Brighton team. They seem everyone to be in the right position. Lamptey finally playing right wing back and not central centre back. Yeah, that all looks good to me. Let's get into the game. So here we are at the Amex, and I've actually just checked the record, and apparently it's 34, which was shared by Andy Cole and Alan Shearer in a 42-game season. So Mo Salah in this career mode in this season has actually equalled that. He is on 34 goals currently. So if he's able to score 1 more goal in these final 4 games of the season, he will go beyond their record, which would, it's a mental stat when you think about it. Trent's got a lot of space here. Let's just hit this. What a start! Trent Alexander-Arnold. What a finish. I think he scored a very decent goal a couple of episodes ago, and I was saying I'd like to get him in a few more shooting opportunities. No one tracks him. I don't know what's going on in this career mode, but I think I'm going to need to increase the sliders maybe for next season, because Trent has just walked through this Brighton team. What a start though. Premier League, of course, already signed, sealed and delivered. Jones into Salah. Come on, let's see if we can get it. We've done it. We've broken the record. Mohamed Salah has now the record for the most goals in a Premier League season ever. No matter how many games each guy played, he's got it. Hands down, an absolute Premier League legend. 35 goals in a season is absolutely mental, especially considering we don't get many penalties on FIFA as well. Like, a lot of these will be outfield goals. I mean, it pretty much locks up the golden boot. He's now 8 ahead of Diogo Jota with just like 3 and a bit games remaining. Mo Salah should be taking that home. At half time, we've been all over them, to be honest. 4 shots, 1.2 XG. We've actually overperformed, which is good. We haven't been that clinical in the last few episodes, so it's nice to get one. But, of course, they haven't had a shot. So, nothing too worried. Let's get straight into the second half. Hopefully put a few more past them. And we see Jota puts it into Firmino. Oh, no! That would have been incredible. It was a really poor pass, unfortunately, from Jota. Like, the cross could have been so much better. He forced Firmino into a bicycle kick, but It's a good save, to be fair. Right, come on, Konate, get up and win this header. He's done just enough. Fab into Jota. Jota playing out on the left wing today, obviously. Hasn't been brilliant out there. He hasn't got much of the ball, in all fairness. Now he has, though. Into Hendo. Gets it to Bobby. And Bobby repays it. The faith we put in him, giving him a game. Saw that he was only content with his role. I needed to give him a game, to be fair. And to be fair, whenever we play him, he delivers. It's a simple finish, but he's in the right place. 3-0. It's absolutely game over if it wasn't before. Might make some changes in a bit. City are losing. Oh, City actually scored, but they were 2-0 down. That's mental. You would not expect Everton to beat Man City. However, we've got Jota straight through the middle. Comes in off the wing. And that is a fantastic finish from Diogo. His 28th goal in the Premier League. Unbelievable from him. I think even though he obviously is massively inferior to Mo Salah this season, is 7 goals behind, I think that he's actually scored more this season than he did last season when he won the Golden Boot. It's actually not that good a finish, but I guess when you're that close in, the keeper can't do anything from that sort of range. So yeah, Vandenberg comes in, I think, for his Premier League debut under me in this career mode. So, it's a good start from him. He needs to be helped out a little bit by Trent. Thankfully, Ali's coming straight along. I think maybe in the last couple of games of the Premier League season, I might play Kelleher. I say as Ali literally throws the ball to the opposition. So yeah, maybe it'll be a good time to play Kelleher. Oh no! Brilliant. I've just thrown away a clean sheet somehow. But thankfully we've scored 4 goals, so it doesn't really matter. Iheanacho with the goal. He could be a good striker for Brighton, I reckon. They've signed Undav in real life, who has a very good goal scoring record. But yeah, Iheanacho has a very good record as well. We're going straight into the game against Newcastle, and as you can see, I've made a couple of changes. I've changed the formation and I've changed the personnel. Alisson has been rested, as have the 2 fullbacks. So we have Kelleher, Tsimikas and Ramsey coming in for a Premier League debut. And then in midfield we've got Thiago and Bellingham. They're playing as centre midfielders, but obviously they look like they're playing holding midfielders in this 4-2-3-1. Then I've got Diaz on the left, Salah on the right. Carvalho comes in for, I think, his Premier League debut in this career mode, and then Mane up top. The rest of the lads are on the bench if required. Newcastle playing a pretty defensive 5-3-2, it looks like, with a lot of players lacking in stamina. So hopefully we've got enough to get past them. Let's get into it. Here we go, St James's Park. Fantastic stadium, fantastic atmosphere up in the northeast. Obviously in real life they have a much better squad than they have in this career mode, and I think I started this career mode before they even had the takeover money or something, because they haven't spent a lot on transfers, I've noticed, because obviously their squad would be much better. So maybe they didn't even have the money by the time I started, which yeah, rings a bell. Obviously a couple of our younger / newer talents playing for the first time in a Premier League match, the likes of Carvalho and Calvin Ramsey. I'm not sure if they have in-game faces, to be honest. Obviously I've just given them random numbers. We probably need to have a big change of the numbers, match what they wear in real life. Thiago straight away, they're playing a 5 at the back and they've just completely parted, and Thiago gets a goal. He doesn't get a lot. It's a bit of a collector's item with Thiago. Normally when he does score, they're absolute bangers as well. But yeah, as I was saying, we need to have a look at the numbers. I can't remember exactly what. I think Ramsey wears 22 for us. Oh god, that's just straight in the middle of the goal. I think Ramsey wears 22 for Liverpool in real life. Not that he's obviously played a game yet. He's currently injured. But I've given that to Jude Bellingham in this career mode. And obviously Diaz wears 23, but I've given him 7 because Milner's retired. And then Carvalho, I'm not sure what he's going to wear. But we can have a little look at the start of next season. Just keep it like it is for the moment. Oh, we've got 100 wins in our career in just 2 seasons, if you think about it. Yeah, we did not lose a lot of games. Obviously, we lost one in the FA Cup last season, this season, sorry, and we lost 1 in the Carabao Cup last season, and we lost to Norwich, Leeds, and PSG, I think. We haven't lost a lot of games, that's for sure. Unfortunately, Mane with a slightly heavy touch there, playing down the middle in this one. Get it into Carvalho's feet. It's nice from Mane, just putting it off. And we could have Mane through. Oh, it's a great save. The first chance we had, he was absolutely nowhere near it, even though it went straight through the middle of the goal. Let's see if we can get Diaz on a little bit of a forward run here. He can. Into Mane. Oh, no. Mane. That's a shame. Mane's been everywhere, really, in this game. He's been charging around. Haven't been able to get a goal with him yet. I think for the final game of the Premier League this season, I'm going to play a lot of the guys who obviously who are leaving in the summer. I've already accepted that deal for Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sadio Mane's leaving, Taki Minamino's leaving, so there's probably more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do for the final game of this episode. Give a couple of guys who are leaving the club a game. However, that is proper football. Carvalho gets an assist on his Premier League debut. Bellingham running from a slightly deeper role than normal, smashes it into the top left corner, and we're 2-0 up. Might be time to ring a couple of changes. Mane, Diaz, Salah potentially. I don't really want to take them off, but it's nice to give other players a chance if we can. But yeah, what a finish from Jude Bellingham. Powerful run from midfield, and a proper finish into the corner. 10 goals in 25 games, it said, for Bellingham in the Prem. I don't know why he's only played 25 games. If I rotated him a lot, I mean, I know I've played Hendo occasionally and Elliott occasionally, but to be honest, I thought Bellingham had played more games than that. Well up from Calvin Ramsey. That is a great defensive header. And now I see Salah. I don't know why they're playing offside when you can't be offside in your own half. I see Elliott, but Salah just wouldn't pass it in real life, and he's not going to pass it on this career mode. Carvalho gets his second assist in his Prem debut, and Mo Salah extends his record as the Premier League top goal scorer. Great finish. As soon as he's one-on-one, you just know he's finishing this. Sort of outside of the left boot as well. Very nice finish. Let's have a look here. Yeah, outside of the left boot. Trivela kind of thing. What a finish. And there we have it. A 3-0 win. Relatively routine. As I was saying, Kelleher was playing, and you really wouldn't know. He made 0 saves. So, yeah. Pretty easy for him. We were slightly below average on the XG. Bellingham with an 8.6. What did Carvalho get? I thought he was very good. And he got an 8.9 with 3 assists. I didn't realise he got all 3. Yeah, that's quality from a guy on his Premier League debut. Hopefully his rating gets a big jump after that. But yeah, decent win. Let's get into the next one. So after those 2 wins, we only need 4 points from the remaining 2 games to take the record off Manchester City's hands and bring it back to Anfield with us. However, we'd like to win the last 2 games to make a proper record by 3 points, obviously, to try and, you know, keep it for as long as possible. Make one that is really going to be difficult to break, unless it's by ourselves, of course. As you guys may have noticed, Mane has the armband. This is his final game at Anfield in his Liverpool career. I want him to walk out first in front of everyone else with the armband. As you know, as you guys may also see, that there are some other strange players. Minamino playing through the middle. It's his final game for the club. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I've negotiated a deal for Leicester, I think it was. So he's going to be playing his final game for the club, as is Neco Williams. So those 4 guys playing their final games. Obviously, Mane will probably play in the next one and in the Champions League final. But in particular, Minamino, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Neco Williams, it's their final game at Anfield. In terms of the rest of the team, Robbo, Van Dijk, Salah, Fabinho, probably the best of the rest. And then I wanted to give Carvalho another game because I thought he was brilliant in the last game, and yeah, just give him another go. And Kelleher barely did anything again in the final in the game against Newcastle, so I thought I'd just give him another go. Hopefully he won't be conceding many shots on goal with the defence and midfield in front of him, but let's just get into it and see. It is the final home game of the season. I don't know where the Champions League final is going to be, but as you can see, Sadio Mane walking out, Kelleher behind him. Neco Williams, his final game at Anfield. He's been in the Liverpool Youth Academy since he was 6 years old, I want to say, maybe 8 years old, but still. a hell of a long time. Taki Minamino's been a very good servant in both the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. And who's the other guy? Oxlade-Chamberlain. Obviously hasn't left in real life, unlike the other three. But I think Oxlade-Chamberlain at this time next year, I don't think he'll be a Liverpool player, which is obviously where we are in career mode. Yeah, so I think you know, it's nice to give those four guys a send off. We gave Milner a brilliant send off at the end of the last career mode, lifting the FA Cup on his final game versus Everton, I think it was. So into Carvalho, had a good game last time out versus Newcastle, as you know. Fabinho bombing on from midfield into Mane, across to Taki, and that is a great goal. Taki Minamino, final game for the club. Nice little finish, created obviously by Fabinho. What a run and pass through to Sadio Mane, and Mane gets an assist with the armband. Great little pass, yeah, in behind, and yeah, solid finish from Taki. It's a shame he doesn't have an in-game face. That's kind of bad, but what can you do? Good little finish, and we're 1-0 up. The one change at half-time. Curtis Jones has come on for Fabio Carvalho. Jones hasn't played a lot recently. He's sort of been the one midfielder that has missed out whenever I've rotated the side, because he's not at the level where he's good enough to play in the first team every week, but he's not at the level where he's so low rated that I automatically look to giving him a chance. So yeah, he's sort of missed out on game time, so it's nice to get him in as and when I can. Let's see who's our best corner taker. Looks like it's going to be Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk was our second best corner taker. Oxlade-Chamberlain can't quite score in his final game. That's a shame. They are on the counter now, so we need to be a little bit careful. Curtis Jones has just come on. See if they can squeeze. Matip not the quickest. Has got long strides though. Very good. Just to hold them up a little bit. Shouldn't be able to cross that in, but they did. Wow. Thankfully we've run it straight back. And Jones into Oxlade-Chamberlain. They had a very good partnership actually in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup last season, and they might have just done it again here. They have. Curtis Jones and Oxlade-Chamberlain. What a partnership. Maybe I should keep the Ox. Or just, I can't keep him. I've already sold him. Maybe I should buy him back just for that partnership with Jones. As I was saying, I think it was last season in the FA Cup when we won it. I think they had the most goal contributions between them in the whole of the FA Cup. Jones with the most goals, and I think it was Chamberlain with the most assists. But yeah, take that, Dean Smith. Nice interception from Neko. Going to Mo. Go through into Taki. Chip that, Taki. No! I thought Taki had got his second. That is a shame. Get up. Oh, Van Dijk's just a beast in the air, isn't he? Nice football this. See Salah back stick. See if we can find him. We can. And just as I was saying, the partnership between Oxlade-Chamberlain and Curtis Jones is flourishing. Salah and Mane, what a partnership. It's going to be devastating to see Mane go. I mean, obviously at times they have been a little bit angry with each other for not passing. You know, Salah being a little bit of a ball hog and not passing it to Mane, just going for the shot instead. But in terms of the team, they have created so many chances for themselves and each other over the years. What a finish that is. Mo Salah with a headed goal. 37 in 37 now for Mo. I've made the final two changes. Taki and Ox going to get their final round of applause at Anfield. Jota and Elijah Dixon-Bonner, who's also leaving the club in real life. He's been a very good servant. Caps in the under-18s and maybe the 23s at times this season, I want to say. So yeah, he's coming on for his final appearance. Fabinho, that's not a good start. He's now playing as a box-to-box midfielder with Dixon-Bonner just in behind him. That wasn't the best start from him to show me he should play there more often. But yeah, I think he's more of a holding midfielder, obviously. Get out with Joel. That's not the best tackle. That's a great save from Kelleher. He hasn't had a lot to do in these last two games. But he stepped up there when required to keep the clean sheet intact. See if we can win that with Sadio. We can. Need him to chase his own header because people haven't really gone for it. Dixon Bonner. Try and press. Try and get him into the game at some point. However, we've got Mane running through. Out-muscles target. This is the chance for Mane. Come on, Sadio. Boom. I don't want to concede here, just to try and hold it out. And I've conceded. God's sake. Purely a consolation, as they said. But Vlahovic, didn't even know they had him. He must have come off the bench or something. I'm surprised that they didn't start him. Great finish past Kelleher. Kelleher hasn't had a lot to do, but he can't really do anything about that. That's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? It's right in the corner. It's a good finish. And so after that 4-1 win versus Aston Villa, we have reached 100 points. We have levelled Man City's Centurion season. All we need to do now is either draw or win. I believe if you look on the right hand side, we've got Sheffield United away. So all we need to do is either draw or win that game, and we will be the new record holders. I quickly, just before you go into the game, I want to have a look. So Salah's got 37 in 37, which is an unreal record. Jota 28 in 33. Then it's Ronaldo and Kane on the same. And then it's Sadio Mane with 22 and 33. So having 3 in the top 5 is pretty insane. Who else have we got? We've got Bobby Firmino 15 and 26. Has Diaz snuck in? He's got 12 and 24, so that's really decent. I just want to have a look. 30 assists for Mo Salah. He's had an incredible season. Trent Alexander-Arnold 9 assists. That's really good. Fabinho, Thiago getting a lot of assists. Bellingham, Firmino. Literally everyone's popping in with the assists. Hendo there. Where's Robbo? Keita. Robbo not on the list. Elliott's on the list. Unfortunately, Robbo hasn't made it, which is really weird. Trent has 9 and Robbo doesn't have enough to get onto the list. Ali has 9 clean sheets, but obviously he's only played 35 games. Maybe I do give him the final game and hope that we can get the clean sheet in this game to give him the golden glove. And then I doubt we'll have anyone on these two lists. We're normally pretty good at not diving off our feet. Yeah, so that should be all good. Let's head into this final game, and hopefully we can get Alisson across the line. If Salah does score a hat-trick, he would go to 40 goals, which would be incredible. It's doubtful, but I'm going to give it a go. Just before that game, I've got an offer for Taki Minamino. Obviously, in real life, we got a lot more than this for him. I believe about 15 million, potentially rising up to 17 or something. So, obviously, he's not as highly rated on FIFA in terms of his value, but he's going to go to Milan. He can go and play with Divock Origi. Divock is, of course, there in real life now. Taki is at Minamino. Taki is at Monaco. So yeah, those two rejoin. See if they can, win a couple of domestic cups in Italy instead of in England. So for the final game of the episode and the Premier League, we're going to go full strength just to get ready for that Champions League final in just a week's time. Hopefully all these boys will have a good run out, we'll smash Sheffield United, and hopefully we'll get Ali the clean sheet record and potentially get Mo Salah up to 40 goals, but I don't want to try and force it to him. This yellow glare is really infuriating with our yellow shirts. Obviously the sun. Oh, Ali, please. Yes. He keeps the clean sheet alive. Right, let's see if we can prompt a run from Salah. They're playing with wing back, so it's quite hard to get Salah and Mane in so far. Just going to carry the ball with Trent for a little bit. Jota now. Into Mane. See Salah. And boom. That's one. 17 minutes in, Mo Salah gets his first. That's his 38th goal of the season. That's just an incredible record. He has played every single game. Unlike a couple of our other forwards who have been rotated, Salah has been ever present in the league. And yeah, he's repaying our faith that we've put in him. Jota's won it straight off kickoff. See if he can dribble past his man. Not quite. Managed to get past one. Bellingham into Mo Salah. Could be a chance for a second straight away. Is that going to go down as his goal? Oh no! It's going to go down as an own goal. That's gutting. He could have had a second straight away. Let's watch the replay here, because I feel like it was going in. Unless it deflected off two players, then I think that's fair enough. Let's have a look. No, surely that's going in. Oh, Salah should feel... We'll see from this angle. Okay, maybe it's not going in. I don't know. That's infuriating though. Oh no. Been beaten by... Is that Abel Ruiz? Not sure. We've nicked the ball back straight away though. This time Bellingham coming forward with it. He's got so much space. This is ridiculous. Bellingham squares it and Jota scores again. We are all over them. Sheffield, I don't know what they're doing. Somehow they're 15th, so you know they've avoided relegation. But wow, we have just put 3 past them in about 8 minutes. This time Bellingham just dribbling through everyone, sort of Patrick Vieira style, just bustling his way through. And Jota, pretty simple finish. He could get up to 30 goals himself. We're all about Salah getting to 40, but Jota could reach 30. Just don't dive in! No, don't dive in! Oh, thankfully Alisson. I'm saying don't dive in while I'm literally diving in. And I've just thrown it straight out. This is a panicked few moments. Thankfully Trent seems to have won that. Oh, I tried to slide with Fabinho, but it locked onto Bellingham instead. So Bellingham just slid in completely off the ball. Come on, Van Dijk, hold him up. No. No! Ah, that's gutting. I was hoping Ali could get the golden glove, but is that Rhian Brewster, our former player? It looks like it. No, it wasn't Brewster. I didn't know if he had an in-game face or not. It looks a little bit like him. It's Cardona. I don't know if that's the Cardona that plays for... Is it Red Bull? Red Bulls? Like in New York Red Bulls. So heading into the second half, Salah needs 2 goals to get to 40 and Jota needs 1 to get to 30. So I don't know who your money's on. Mine's probably on Jota getting over the line. It's annoying Salah didn't get that own goal, but what can you do about it? Oh, we tried to play out with Van Dijk again, but thankfully we've won it back this time. Come on, Sadio Mane. Get those legs going. Come on. See Jota, see Salah. Come on, someone look for the ball. Jota's gone for it, and that's his 30th goal. A lot has been made about Mo Salah, but Jota has been very good himself, and as I was saying earlier, hasn't played as many games as Mo. I don't know exactly how many Jota's played, but I think it will tell us how many goals he's got in a minute. I'm pretty sure he's got 30 in about 34, 35 games, which is just a fantastic record, regardless of what the guy on the right of him has done. See Salah making a run. We might be able to get him in. He's unselfish this time. Gives it into Jota. And what a goal that is. That is his 31st goal and a hat-trick. It's a shame because we needed Salah to get the hat-trick, not Jota. But what can you do? Jota's right place, right time. I feel like we could take Jota off now and put Salah into the middle to see if we could get him 2 more goals. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put Jota onto the bench. Salah's going to go into the middle. I'm going to put Mane onto the right hand side and Diaz is going to come on the left. So I've made those changes. Harvey Elliott has also come on in midfield for Thiago. Let's see if we can get Salah a few more goals now he's playing through the middle. Got him on the ball here. Run outside his man. We could get him a chance here. And we have. He's been in the middle for 2 minutes. And he's just got way too much speed and pace, or speed and acceleration to get past. Was it Basham trying to catch up with him? And smashes it into the corner. I think that might be Chris Basham. It's hard to tell. And what a finish. He needs 1 more goal for his 40th. Let's go and get it. I said I didn't want to force it to Salah, but if we get a chance now, it's definitely going to Mo. There's no chance we're not giving it to him. However, at the moment, they're up the other end, causing us a few more problems than we are to them. I mean, it is like 6 or 7-1 or something, so that's not strictly true. But they've got a lot of the ball. Come on, Trent, get across. Nice, he has. Here we go. Can Salah make a forward run? What's Elliott doing? Elliott's making Salah's run. Oh, Salah's not here. Give it back to him. Hit it, Mo. He's done it. Luis Diaz, you absolute legend for giving it back to Salah. And Salah's got his 40th goal in the Premier League season. Luis Diaz could have just put that in. It's a Cruyff turn, back heel kind of thing. What a pass from Diaz. That's so unselfish. And Mo Salah gets his 40th goal of the season. And also gets a hat-trick today, as did Diogo Jota. What a legend. Final change of the season, we have Sadio Mane receiving his applause. He has over 100 Premier League goals. Is it going to take him off? I literally just subbed him off, so it's very strange if... Yeah, here he is. Sadio Mane has over 100... No, I don't want to care. I don't care about Edwin Cardona. I want to see Mane walking off a Premier League field for the final time. His good old mate Bobby comes on for him. Let's see if we can get a goal straight away with Firmino. Not quite, didn't win the header. But yeah, Mane has had a fantastic Liverpool career. He's obviously got one more game in him, that Champions League final. Hopefully we can be victorious and lift the trophy. But in terms of the Premier League, he's been unbelievable in these 2 seasons, and obviously his seasons before we started this career mode. We have won the league. We have broken records with both Salah, Jota. Jota gets the ball. If I was Salah, you know, I'd be fuming with that. But Jota did score the hat-trick before him. Why don't they both just take a ball? You know, there's that many balls around the ground. But yeah, as I was saying, back to Mane. He's been a Liverpool legend. Hopefully we can get across the line in the final game of the season finale in the next episode. But yeah, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. 103 points in the Premier League. That doesn't come around very often. Have a good one.